Learn how to make these cuties for personal care. Giving something unique and meaningful can be tough to think of. Be creative. Make soap with love. It may look complicated, but it's easy to do. Some ideas. Like my mustache? It's one of a kind. Here's a piece of my heart to you. It's inexpensive, and stop by your local craft store for soap making kits. Need at least 1 pound of white soap base, glycerin or moisturizing shea butter, clear glycerin soap, and reusable soap molds. A cutting tool to chop your soap, heat-safe container to melt your soap, soap colors, cookie cutters, rubbing alcohol, spray bottle, fragrance oil, X-Acto knife, and measuring spoon. First step, cut the soap brick into cubes. This is called melt and pour process. Evenly melt your base. Use a double boiler or a microwave. Start at 25 seconds, then 10-second burst until your soap turns into liquid. Try not to overheat. It can bubble and burn. Quickly add a few drops of water-soluble colorant and fragrance or essential oil. Again, you can get all this at the craft store. Reheat if needed. Once melted, spray some rubbing alcohol to break the surface tension. Less bubbles will form in your soap. Pour and ready to use in 2 hours. Easy, huh? Let's decorate. Sweet layers first. Cake inspired. Add a thin layer, spray alcohol to break up the bubbles. Second layer should be cool enough before pouring, or it will melt the first layer. Always spray alcohol when layering. Once it starts to harden, frost by using a fork to pick and pull the layers. Making our cake look fluffy, scrape the white soap base left over in the beaker. Let it sit for 2 hours, then apply steady pressure to the back side of the mold, following the air pocket. Now you have a slice of cake. Second idea is basic cutting to make the soap look like cookies. I use a muffin pan to make my perfect shape, or you can use a circle cookie cutter. To layer on top, all you have to do is score the sides to help the melted glycerin soap stick better. A classic video game that we all love, Pac-Man, ideal for game enthusiasts and guys. Just using some cookie cutters and an X-Acto knife can make anyone's interests into reality. The perfect gift. A modern game that I'm addicted to, Angry Birds. Can't get over this, and I know you guys are too. A daisy-shaped cutter to mimic Redbird's hair. And since it's Valentine's Day, a heart for his beak. I used the X-Acto knife to carve his crown, nose, and ears. Be careful not to cut yourself. Glue the pieces together with glycerin. For fashionistas and comedians, I've seen them on accessories and clothing lately. For the last step to make soap, now you have to embed your soap. I like to add a drop of blue to help give a crystal clear color. Add a thin layer, spray, and cool for 30 seconds before embedding your soap designs. Place face down. Spray some more alcohol to break any bubbles. You can leave it clear or add more colorful layers. With leftover soap, make them into a fruit cake soap bar. Now use them right away and wrap the rest. Keep them fresh in plastic. Prevents the glycerin soap from sweating. Okay, we're almost done. Here's a gift wrapping idea. Use a strip of cardstock to wrap up all your soaps. Stack them up, hole punch, and run a ribbon. Remember, it's the thought that counts. Enjoy and be inspired.
You